Hey, Andy Grant here, and just a quick kind of probably rambling check-in. I've often been called the happiest guy on Facebook, and I've been a guest on podcasts, and they say, if you follow this guy, he's always smiling, he's always doing, incredible, fun, amazing things, and sharing them all. And while none of that isn't true, it's not all the time. I've been home for not even 3 full weeks from an amazing vacation to the Middle East. I visited Israel and Jordan. But since I've been back, I've probably been crying half the days since I've been home. And it's not really about something. It's not some immediate circumstance or condition happening around me that I go, oh, that's making me sad. And in fact, it's not really sadness. It's fear. Fear is putting it mildly. It is terror. It is sometimes debilitating terror. I have chosen 3 challenging things for this year, and I chose them at a time when I was really feeling great and empowered and that I can take on anything. And I'm doing a Universal Kabbalah program again this year. It'll be my second time. It's a 10-month program. Last year, it was just so empowering, and I manifested so much. More income and job opportunities and connections and the trip to Israel and Jordan and a brand new Tesla and just all these amazing fruits that were my goals, but I thought they would take years to attract, and they were all done before the program was over. So I was like, well, that worked great. Let's do it again. And I can tell this year it's going to be deeper. It's not going to be surface things. It's going to be going into the muck of my soul. And I've also stepped into the Ritual Master path at the Modern Mystery School, which is really the path and the journey of a spiritual warrior, the warrior of light, standing up for the light, standing up for the good, standing up for love by digging into evil. And the school defines evil as anything that stops your progression. And, so we all have evil within us. We all have, evil thoughts, and you could just, every time you hit snooze and don't want to get up and go do something, you're stopping your progression, right? So there's that, and everyone I've talked to about it says it's the best thing they've ever done, but it was horrible. And I've certainly have had that experience. You probably have too if you've done any sort of personal growth in your life. And the third thing is I'm climbing Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, Africa, in late June. And these were all chosen, again, at this time last year, and coming from meditations, and here's your next steps, and feeling very full of myself, and I can do anything, and these are going to be just fun and fantastic, because I have emotional tunnel vision when I'm happy and joyous. That's really all I recall. I can tell people, there was a time I was really suicidal and depressed, but I don't feel it. And then when I'm emotional, when I'm feeling just like this, all the nerve endings in my body are just being triggered by everything. I feel like that's how I've always felt. I forget that I ever felt joy. Say that again because it didn't come out. I can forget that I ever felt joy. And I can be afraid that I won't again. And I know that's not true, but that's the feeling. That's the fear. And fear really, really is false evidence appearing real. And that's what I've got to remind myself. So, everyone on the Ritual Master Path tells me it's the best thing I've ever done. When I share that I haven't even started yet, but the energy is starting. Like it's already stirring up my ego, my defenses, all my biggest fears and doubts, and all the I can't do this stuff. They all say, "Oh yeah, it'll do that," and that's horrible. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Yeah, it was horrible, and then it was the best thing I ever did. And again, when I'm feeling good, even in the moments now, I can laugh. I can see the humor. Like, all right, yeah, let's do this. But then there's plenty of times like, oh, I can't do this. And that's kind of my, biggest evil thought. That's this fear that's showing up, and it's a fear that I have not met a human being that has not felt this sometime. It's just, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I'm not, whatever enough to accomplish this goal that I have chosen and that I feel compelled to do. When I decided that I was going to live, when I chose to stop making attempts to end my life, is because, well, I must be here for a reason. There's got to be a purpose to my life, and there's a purpose to your life. There's a purpose to all life. And the deeper I go into that, it's not always clean and fun. It's the deeper I go into the fear, into the doubt, into the darkness, my shadow, the evil, whatever words you want to use. So if you've listened to my podcast, Real Men Feel, if you've read any of my books, if you know me, I'm pretty open that I've battled depression for much of my life and multiple suicide attempts, and the suicidal thoughts can just linger and show up when you feel at your weakest. And I know I'm not going to do anything, and that's like, as bad as I feel now, I'm not suicidal. I'm just, there's an attraction to quitting, to giving up, but it's not quitting and giving up life, which is a huge leap for me. So maybe you see growth more than I can even see now. But so again, most people are aware of my personal background. What you might not be aware of is that in my ancestry, there were two people that did die by suicide before me. My grandfather and my great-grandmother both ended their own lives. They both shot themselves. Which is probably why I've never ended up owning a gun in my life. But when I decided to live, I was like, I had this sense and this urge that, like, this stops now, right? And I thought, by me not agreeing to have kids, I have no children. I vowed at a young age I would not have children. I was not going to pass this on. This, if it's mental illness, if it's in my DNA, if it's, whatever this is, I'm like, fine, it stops with me. I'm not doing this, and I'm gonna live, right? I'm gonna choose life, and I'm gonna die naturally when my job is done. And I thought that was enough. That meant it. But getting ready for the Ritual Master Path, going deeper, I'm realizing that crap, is it falling onto me to clean up my ancestry, to clean up my lineage, it's more than just me not doing something. It's at this deeper level that I cannot explain, that I cannot even fathom yet, but I feel that it's there. And it's scary. That's the part I don't think I can do. That's the part that I don't know if I'm strong enough to ward the evil out of all of the people before me, after me, during me. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share. Usually when I feel the urge to share something, it helps someone else. So I hope this helped you. I hope it helped me. But if you're going through tough times, they are just the times. If you're doubting that you can't do something, if you're doubting that you're not good enough, you're doubting you're not strong enough, I feel you, but I don't agree with you. Time and time again, episodes like this pass, and the other side is so phenomenal that you might have the emotional television as well, and just think, oh yeah, come some bumpy thoughts, but yeah, I'm amazing, everything's great, life is on my side. Because those are the truths. Life is amazing, and life is on your side. a message I got last night as as I feared all these things I'm doing now was that I'm not being set up to fail. I'm being invited to succeed, and that I literally was made for this. So what if the things that scare you, what if the things that you doubt are what you literally were created to do? Just play with the what if. I find a what if, asking questions, can soften that fear, can soften that terror that can rise up in us and want to make us retreat. But all right, be good to yourself. I'll be good to myself, and we'll all see each other in the end. All right, I love you. Bye.